This is a social program. It's all about life. We look at issues, things surrounding us as human beings. Sometimes the way we think, the things we say, the way we behave as human beings. This is what we do on this program. Let's talk about life. And this program comes your way at about this time every Thursday, 5 o'clock from 5 to 6 p.m. So you there, we here together, we're going to have a wonderful, wonderful time. And as always, on every Thursday, we come up with wonderful topic. We bring out the topic to you and we discuss it. We do not know everything, but your idea plus your comments, your positive comments, together we all can discuss the show. So my name is Paul Allen Will. Today I am here again with my co-host, Lovetee. Waynawhere. What's up, Lovetee? It's good to have you here again.
Thank you, Paul. Okay, and it's good to be here again. And so, our wonderful viewers, we say you are welcome to this third edition of the show. So, feel free, send in your comments, your recommendations, and we are going to read them out for you. So, you are welcome to the program, and we hope of good participation today.
Thank you very much, just as she said. And our topic of discussion today, as you can see on the screen, so let me just read it out. It's all about keeping ties with your ex. Is it good to keep ties with your ex or friendship with your ex? You and the person are no longer into a relationship. But do you think it's a wise idea to keep that friendship with them while you are into another relationship? This is what we're going to be discussing on the show. Keeping ties with your ex. So to participate on the show, you can either send your comments or your answer what you think about this question or this topic to our live show. Send your comments. Tell us, participate on the show. Or you can call us on our numbers that we'll put on the screen. 0775 018 That's the numbers to call if you want to participate on the program based on the topic of discussion. 0775 018 And we'll also put up our WhatsApp number. You can call us on +231 776 595 838 to be a part of the show. If you just join us, you are just in time for this wonderful program. Let's talk about life. My name is Paul Allen Weir, and I am so excited to be here today again with my wonderful co-host. So, our topic of discussion today is keeping ties with your ex or friendship with your ex. This is what we're going to be discussing today, looking at on the show. Now, do you think it's a wise idea to be in a relationship and still keep ties with your ex, still communicating regularly with your ex, still visiting them regularly while you are into a relationship? Or do you disagree that say no, it's not necessary to keep ties with your with your ex while you are in a relationship? Anyway, so this is what we're discussing. And normally, Lofty,
Yeah.
welcome again. Normally on the show, you and I, we know most of the time not
Mhm.
agree with each other based on the topic of discussion.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it's not that because I just want to be on the opposite side, no. But sometimes based on what we are discussing, I think there should be some balancing. But like for today's topic, keeping ties with your ex, I think this is a sensitive topic.
Sure, it is.
Yeah, and it is very serious, especially with people in relationship, and
Mhm.
you've left a relationship and you into another relationship, and then you find out that this person is in constant communication, keeping our friendship. Oh, that's my ex. We friendly with we normally we can say after love is not
That
war,
not
right?
war. Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
that's the word or the phrase we can always give. But I think it's not about I disagreeing or cutting off from the person. It's just about boundaries and
Yeah, it's about maintaining your
your
distance.
distance
Yeah.
because you need time to focus on the current relationship you are in.
Sure,
So
and if you are still keeping ties or constant communication with your ex, it means that you have not moved on.
you have not moved on.
Is yeah.
And it is definitely not good for a
It's
relationship
not
if
good for
you
your
are
present
trying to
relationship.
build your present relationship,
Yeah.
move on. So today I think Lofty and I are on the same wavelength.
Okay, it's good to know for the first time. For the first
I
time.
think, but probably somebody watching might want to, disagree a little bit. But another thing, Lofty,
Okay.
it is we are not saying that you and the person cannot talk. That's not the issue for me. That's not the point.
Okay.
You guys, if you're meeting the street, oh, hello, hello, how you doing? You go by your business. But the main issue is constantly communicating with them. Some people can confide in their ex,
Yeah.
and
And it's bad. You'll find some people while they're in their present relationship, they will be like, oh, they God did so much for me, or this lady did so much for me,
Yeah.
and even if we are not together, I can just leave him, I can just leave her. To me, it doesn't make any sense because if you guys didn't work out as partners or as a couple, what makes you think that both of you are going to work out as best friends?
And it's possible that if that person's mind is still on you while you're seeking advice from them, they will tell you things that will make you to break up with that with your current relationship you are in. So for me, I
Yeah,
think keeping that tie, that close tie, is not necessary.
it's not healthy for your
It's not
personal
healthy for the
relationship. It's not.
relationship. Yeah, I don't know
It's
what
not.
you think, those of you that are watching, but for me, I don't think you guys shouldn't be enemies. Like for me, I don't create enmity with my past. But if I want to build my current relationship, I think it's best that distance, and yeah,
But
you keep
and
that distance
also it shows a kind of respect for your
for your
present partner.
present relationship.
It shows respect, yes, because no man or woman will be happy being in a relationship where your partner keeps talking to their ex and they keep saying things that they don't say to you. Therefore, each time you try to talk about it and they put up that defensive argument, because we are not
Definitely.
together, we just talk. It's bad. I don't support it in any way. I don't.
And probably they will think that something's still going on between you guys. And now I don't know about the Western world, but some of the I think we might be a bit different from the people in the Western world, because sometimes I watch some American film. You see people friendly with their ex. They go out, and that white people. I'm not talking about for we the African. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not talking about for we the African. You will see they will go out. They will introduce. Oh, meet my partner. Oh, this my ex," and they will be friendly. But I think their mindset is different from us,
It's different from
and they
ours.
wouldn't have problem with it. It won't cause problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for our society, nah, I can't imagine you being my fiance, and
Okay.
then you having a close tie with your every time together your ex call, what are you doing, and you're talking, and sometimes it will something will start to run through my mind.
Yeah, and like I said, anyone who finds it difficult to stay away from their ex, they have not moved
They have not
on.
moved
Meaning
on.
they are still seeking for this kind of a reunion or something, something.
They have not moved on.
Yeah, and somebody will say your ex is not your enemy. Agree.
Yes, we
He or she
agree.
might not be my enemy, but he or she cannot be my best friend either.
Nah.
He or she cannot be my best friend.
Because what I think from the moment we cut off that relationship aspect, I think that friendship, we cut it off. And my friend now should be my current partner. Except where when I break up or we break up, I decide not to go into a relationship. Maybe I'm by myself. That's a different thing. And but if we cut off that relationship ties between us, I think best friend should also cut off. My new best friend should be the person
That you are
that
with.
I'm with.
Yeah.
Focus on them, especially when I want to move on, I want to build a relationship, focus on them, be friendly with them. But that does not mean when I see you, we're not talk. No, we'll talk. Oh, how you doing? Okay, yeah, fine. I go by my
You
business.
go by your business. Like when we meet in the street, it's fine. I'll like, hey, what's up? What's up?
Yeah.
But it's not that thing where we will who come and visit me. I want to see. Can we have lunch together and stuff like that? It's not good. It actually creates a kind of insecurity for your present relationship. And if even you are going to be friends with your ex, I think there should be limits. There should be a limitation
Yes.
placed between your present relationship and the relationship you're going to have with your ex.
Mhm.
Because you can't be in a relationship where you give your ex and your present partner the same kind of
No,
your
it will
the
not be
power
good.
like that. It's not good.
It's not good.
And somebody will say, but what if the relationship ended on a friendly note?
Even if it ended on a friendly note, there
Okay.
still should be boundaries, limitation.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if it ends on a friendly note and you say, okay, we are best friends, I agree. Maybe you don't have that mind to cheat on your partner, but you don't know about the other person.
Uh-huh. That's how I normally tell people. Someone can be like, well, Lovetee, why is it that you don't go out with people, you don't do this, you don't trust yourself? I say I trust myself, but I don't trust the people I'm going out with.
That's it.
I don't trust
And
the
your
people.
partner may trust you, but may not trust that person. Because we are human beings.
We are all, sure.
We are human beings. Sometimes we get carried away, and sometimes you say, let's just go out. Maybe say, can we just go out on a friendly basis? I don't know if there will be a friendly basis. You and your ex going
That's what I
out
don't
on
know.
dinner table eating. There will be conversation that will spark out.
Mhm.
Like when you guys were dating before. Oh, do you really miss the time we're together? And once these conversations
Start
start
to
to
come
come,
out, something
they will
different start to
think,
register
oh,
on the mind.
yeah. And the human mind, when something is stuck on your mind, it plays on you a lot. So
This one your
it
life.
will affect your relationship. Now, but let's look at the aspect where you and this person parted and you had child or children between you guys.
Okay.
Okay. Now, definitely that connection will be there because
Mm-hmm.
of the child,
Sure.
yeah, or because of the children you guys have. But, and I think one thing we should do is when you are in a relationship, I think it's for me. I think it's wise you allow your partner know that, oh, indeed you are in relationship with this person,
Mm-hmm.
so they can know, because that indeed maybe if you do not tell them, I feel that maybe you have something else in mind that you hadn't. That's what I think. Because if you want to build that relationship and move on with that person, you should be honest with them, be direct, sincere with them, and
Yeah. Yeah.
because if you start to hide anything they start to suspect, they will feel like you're cheating. Even if you're not cheating, there will be a problem.
Yeah, and I think studies say that those that are keeping ties with their exes while in their present relationship are those that are using them as backup plan, meaning they are now fully committed in their
Committed.
present relationship, so they are looking for a backup plan. They can be like, just in
In
case this
case,
guy doesn't or this girl doesn't stay with me,
then I
I
can
will
go
go
back.
back to my ex.
Yeah, I
Those
think
are the
that's
people
a
that,
valid point.
yeah.
That's a valid point.
So you can be in a relationship and you still be talking to your ex, like everything is normal. It's not normal. It doesn't happen in a normal relationship.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
And like I was saying about the child or the children, if you guys have kids and you guys parted, even if you, because you have responsibility to your children,
Mm-hmm.
and the mother will also, or the father will have responsibility. The mother will want to come and visit their child or the children. So I think what you should do to stop creating that kind of a hard feelings or suspicion or moment is your current partner that you're in relationship with should be in front of it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
give
the
them
best thing.
the
Give them the
to
responsibility.
do it, and give them the responsibility to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, for example, if you
So
are to send money to your child or children,
mhm,
your present girlfriend should be the one to do that. She should be the one
to
to
handle
be
these things.
to handle those things. In that way, it creates transparency, it brings
Yes.
transparency,
So
honesty
even if
in
she
the
had any kind of a
relationship.
mind of you cheating, she would be relaxed.
She's
He or
gonna
she
be
would be
relaxed.
relaxed, and
Yeah.
yeah. So like that, and let me ask this question, Lofty. Would you be willing to be like friendly with your partner ex? Like sometimes you see, like I'm in a relationship, or I was in a relationship with a girl, and partner, I'm in a relationship with you, and that girl want to be friendly with you. Would you encourage that kind of a friendship?
No. Wow.
Sometimes,
I won't encourage that kind of a friendship. Do you know why? Do you know
no.
why? It proves to me that maybe she's still trying to find a way to come in. She's still trying to find a way to come in, right?
But she want to be friendly with you.
Why don't you want to be friends
Maybe,
with me?
okay,
Why?
another, all right. Let me,
Except where she has a hidden agenda.
all right, let me get back to you. Let me just announce the number you're going to call, okay? The number to call is 0775 018 0775 That's the number to call. If you want to call on WhatsApp, you can call +231 776 595838. But the normal line to call is 0775 That's the number to call. 0775 That's the number to call. Okay. So now you were saying something that why would she want to be
Why would
friends
she
with
want
me?
to be my friend?
Okay. Maybe
Mm,
she don't, or maybe she noticed that
mm.
your partner, her current partner, maybe there have been some communication, some ties, maybe not major ties between them, and she said to clear the air, let me be friendly with you, so you can know that there's nothing going on between she and myself. Probably we have child or we have children, and she want to be your friend.
You think that's convincing enough?
Now, sometimes for me, let's look at it both ways.
Okay.
Yeah, if she would have decided to be friends with me, then there was going to be a problem.
Okay.
But she being friends with you, you guys will have more things in common to discuss, and then me, she will not be close to me. So I think that for me, I think I see that a little bit like to be a little bit
Okay.
safe
Okay.
for
Okay.
me.
Let's look at it the other way.
Uh-huh.
What if she's one toxic ex that doesn't want to leave my man alone, or if she's not happy with the way things ended between them, and she's
Uh-huh.
still finding a way to come back?
Yeah, but her coming back, then that's a different thing. But
That's why she can't be my friend because I don't know her true intentions. Listen to me, Paul.
mm-hmm,
Okay, if we are married
mm-hmm,
and my husband just had a job at her, and she's coming around because the child is with us, that's a total different thing. Not like they were just boyfriend and girlfriend, and he and I we are still boyfriend and girlfriend. It's kind of risky, you know.
It's risky.
It's
I
still
agree with you.
risky.
So I think that would be a better chance for you to know her true intention if the two of you maybe try to get. That would be a better chance to know her
Except,
true intention.
except where you say when she comes to me, I should be mindful and monitor,
Oh yeah,
you know,
definitely.
and watch her to know, maybe to figure out what she's come for or something like that. But not where some people just blindly trust and just move like that. It's
Yeah.
dangerous.
It's dangerous, and you not
Uh-huh.
just trust someone like that 100%.
Yeah.
So probably you say, first you got to ask yourself why she want to be friends with
Why
me.
don't you want to be friends with me?
Why?
Uh-huh.
Because is it that because I'm in relationship with her ex that she want to be friend with me? So after you analyze these things and then you look at it, if it is it necessary, well, if it's necessary, you say, okay, let me try. But why going now? Another thing, why taking that route of befriending her, you will also keep one eye on your partner
Okay.
because it's possible she want to divert your whole attention from your partner and then something might be going on. So probably you monitor your partner to see if there's some communication between
Or
them.
she might come to you
Mm-hmm.
looking for loopholes or something that she can use against you. Oh sure, because she wants
Yeah.
the man back, or desperate woman does anything to
Sure.
get what she wants.
Mhm.
Or so she might come to you looking for maybe a stepping stool or anything that she will use against you.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I can be friends with such person. I can be friends with my boyfriends or my husband's ex. No.
So okay, let's assume that your partner have a little tie with his ex, and you guys you got into the relationship maybe because of their children, and you know that tie is there, but they are not having anything like a relationship.
How do I know?
Yeah, maybe you've studied your partner, you know your partner, and you realize that oh, okay, he got children by his ex, and they had that tie because of their kids, and you got into a relationship with him. Now I come in. Let me get to what I want to say.
Okay.
So when do you think it will be a better time to cut off that tie? Because mind you, you want to have time with your man. Yeah.
Sure.
As much as you agree that they have kids and you know that they will always have that connection,
Mm-hmm.
but there should be limits. So you now as the person in his life, when do you think it will be a better time to cut off that tie? Especially when you see that the tie is something, yeah, it's for the children, but it's something that is moving that you don't like.
For in as much as we are building a relationship,
Yeah.
I think we should avoid distractions. Anything that's going to bring about maybe distraction or insecurity issues.
Mhm.
You don't build a relationship with insecurity issues. You don't. And that thing about exes, it
Mhm.
creates insecurities, trust me. Because for one fact, your present girlfriend or your present boyfriend is going to be like, why is she still friendly with him or why is he still friendly with her? Meaning like, was she better or was she a better girlfriend than I am now, or was he a better boyfriend than I am now? So in order to move a relationship forward, if you have a relationship
Mhm.
that you want to keep, that you want to push forward,
Yeah.
contact with your ex should be limited. We said it
Yeah.
from the beginning.
That's
Should
true.
be,
That I know.
it doesn't have to reach a special point where you will say because my relationship has reached this far, so I want to limit the contact with my ex. Must it reach somewhere first?
Some,
No.
yeah, somebody will say
Mm.
it is also good for exes to keep ties, especially ones that have kids. It is also good. Somebody will say that's a good thing to keep
No,
ties because of the
for
kids.
kids issue,
Mhm.
for kids issue, we agree people are going to be connected. You are going to communicate maybe for the welfare of the kid or the kids.
Mhm.
So, but it's not going to go to the extent where the man or the woman is going to leave her own home and go to where maybe the ex is staying with the kids and spend time there and be
Mhm.
there. So it's going to be limited. And it's going to be done in a way that both partners are going to be aware of everything. Like if he's sending money to the kids, she knows. She might even be the one to take it there. Maybe at the end of the month, she might be the one to call or come for something for the kids. That's how it is done.
Sure, and that's how it should be done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes the problem will come from either the man or the woman.
Okay.
Now maybe I'm not giving you the respect that you deserve, and I'm giving more time to my ex because I feel we have kids, and or we have some men or some women can do that. she's my children's mother or he's my children's father, and this, that, that's it. And sometimes,
People who
yes,
does that, they don't show, it means that they don't even respect their relationship anyway. They don't respect that present relationship.
yeah,
Because why would I want to disrespect my man because of someone I had a child with that didn't see it necessary to keep me? Or that I
what
didn't
if,
see necessary to
okay,
keep?
that's what I wanted to say.
Why
Was
would
it
I want
possible
to
you?
disrespect my partner over someone like that? It doesn't make sense to me. Seriously. It doesn't make sense to me.
All right, so if you are watching the program, this is the program Let's Talk About Life, and the topic of discussion is keeping ties with your ex. Do you think it's necessary to keep ties with your ex while you are in a current relationship? So you tell us what you think. Is it necessary to keep that friendship going on with your ex while you are in a current relationship? This is what we are discussing. So the numbers to call to be a part of the program, or you can send us a message on our live chat. The numbers to call 0775 018 083. Okay. Now another thing here again, this is this. For you, I understand you the type that will definitely not condone that kind of
How?
a act. You won't.
If
You
it's
won't
just to
encourage it.
say, if it's just to say, hey, what's up?
Mhm.
You good? Yeah, I'm good. It's okay, fine, and we are done. But not where you say, I want to see you, I want us to talk. For me, I
Mhm.
can normally give people 100% benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
Yeah, if you are my ex and you say you want to see me, you want us to talk, fine, we're going to meet and talk, but trust me, we're not going in a private area, we're going to talk in a very public space, either on a football field, one, or maybe in an open area where we're sitting, everybody will see us. Because
Yes.
I will not want to give you that thinking that something might happen between us again. No.
And you got to be mindful that people might be watching. You may not have the intention of going back to your ex, but depending on the place or places you guys will meet, people might, say,
That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna meet with you in private. I'm gonna meet. Once you start to have something that is when something different starts to pop up. But if we met on a field or on a street or
mm,
wherever, maybe not at an entertainment center, not at a hotel, not at your house, not at my
yeah,
house, no one's gonna think negative because
definitely.
it's gonna prove that we are not adding anything. And I think we are. Some people are commenting.
Okay. Let's see what
Yeah.
somebody say there.
This is Victor Tango.
Okay.
And he says it's not really good at times to keep that close friendship with your ex because some of them will feel like you still want the relationship back, which is true.
It's true.
Which is true because you can't be my ex and I keep talking to you. Like, what do I want? Every now and then I'm like, hello, how are you? Can I see you? It's gonna bring like a kind of
That you
different
still want a
feeling.
relationship
Yeah.
back. And especially looking at how you guys parted. Maybe you were so in love with
In
that
love.
person and the person cut off the relationship, but you try getting back to them.
Mm-hmm.
You try getting back
And,
to them and they're not giving you that audience.
and then I give you that audience. So it's, we know it can be hard, right? We can, mainly when you are in love and your relationship ends like that when you least expected it. But what I would say is that it's good to move on. It's good to let go and forget.
It's good.
Yeah.
But you should be able to do it at the right time. Now, let me just say, I think it's like an advice. If you leave a relationship that was so hard for you to leave, you so desire that relationship, and you guys parted, and you know that it's taking you time to get over your ex, I think don't just jump into another relationship. For
No,
me,
don't.
take your time. Try every necessary means that you think you can try to get over that person.
Yeah.
If you know when you meet the person in public, the person mind business will come to you. Try everything that will make you to cut off everything, because if you still thinking about that person, you get into another relationship, you will never move
You
on.
will never move on. That's the
Whenever
thing.
you see that person,
It's always good to take time to
yeah.
heal.
Mhm.
It's always good to take time to
Once that
heal.
wound has
And I
not healed,
have this friend, and she told me, she said,
mhm,
it's not always good to
mhm.
use one guy to get over another.
Me,
And I asked
what
her,
you
I
mean by
said,
that?
what do you
Yeah.
mean? She said, it's good to use like 2, 3, 4 in that way. You will feel that
Mhm.
you have them like all under your control, and you
To
will
be
see
able to
them.
get over the other
So
person.
she said, it's not going to use one guy to
Does
get over
that
another.
really help?
Use one, use two. It was just for fun.
Okay,
It was just
because
for fun. Because the thing is that you are still going to be doing yourself a greater harm.
And it will almost be like people will say, let me drink alcohol to wash away my sorrow. You're not washing away your
And
sorrow.
once alcohol fades, the sorrow comes
It
back.
comes back. So if
Yeah.
she using 2 or 3 men to get over the other person, it's not going to help.
But the truth here is that you cannot use a man to get over another. It doesn't work.
There's
Doesn't
this
work.
Nigerian film I watched on Netflix. It's called Hire a Woman.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly the same scenario. And this guy and his ex, after 6 years, were in school, they parted, and she left the guy.
Mm.
Yeah, so they all, as school friends, decided to go to their other friend who were about to get married. They just go on a trip, and he wanted to go. He never wanted to go alone because when he go alone, the ex-girlfriend will know that he's still single, and it will distract him.
Oh.
So he hired a girl who went with him, his work to pretend as his girlfriend, but it still did not help.
It doesn't help.
It did not help
It
because
doesn't help.
it was noticeable whenever he sees his ex, and he never knew how to. Because somebody is your friend, you will be skeptical. You now hang on them like you hang on your
It's
partner.
gonna be like the kind of associations
Yeah,
gonna be limited, like how to
it's gonna
touch
be
them
limited.
and
Yeah.
when to touch them.
At the end of the day, his ex discovered that that girl was hired.
That he lied.
Yeah, and and he had to
Okay.
confess. In the end, I mean, she tried getting him back, but someone else was there in love with him, and I think it helped him that he was able to move on. So my point is, if you are in a relationship and your heart is still on your ex, allow that wound to heal perfectly.
We know it's gonna take time. It's gonna
No,
hurt.
yeah, it's
But
going to take
the
time.
best thing is to give yourself some space and some time.
Yeah. And once that wound heals, and you
And
okay.
to those that don't know how to cut ties with their exes,
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you one thing to do.
Go ahead, Lovetee.
When you were in a relationship and the relationship ended just when you needed it most, and it hurts you, maybe you cry, you didn't know how am I going to move on. One thing I advise you to do is one,
Mm-hmm.
start to eliminate everything that ever reminded you about that person. But there are some
Okay.
people, they will have the guy or the girl's picture,
Picture.
they be looking at it,
Oh
they
no,
be
it will
weeping.
not help.
It's gonna kill you.
Mhm.
Eliminate everything that is gonna remind you about that person. Two, you need to cut ties with his family or her family members. Because their constant calls are going to
That
remind
will
you.
remind you.
Their
Sure.
constant calls are going to remind you. And maybe for each time whenever you talk to them, you will be like, oh, that is she should have been my sister-in-law, or
Yeah.
she should have been my mother-in-law. It's going to hurt you. So you have to do everything to cut off everything that is going to remind you about that ex. Trust me, and it's going to work. Even though it's going to take a little bit of time, what is going to work. And you just have to get yourself engaged in something. Maybe go for a change, right?
Yeah.
Go for a change.
Mhm.
Yeah, you just stress free your mind. Just start to do new things. Just start to discover yourself in new ways. And trust me, you're gonna move on.
Well, another thing is in Lovetee. Sometimes I may decide to move on. I say, let me change environment. Let me go somewhere. I may go get my mind free, stress free my mind, and with the intention of me forgetting about this person.
Okay.
But sometimes when you come back, whenever you get in contact with that person,
Mm.
there will be some flashback.
Well, all depends.
Yes, like what I just explained after this guy 6 years, blah blah blah, So for me, I think one good thing to do is if you know that whenever you see this person, it will be hard for you to get over them. Everything that is giving you problem to move on, what I want you to do, try doing it, and attempt it. Try doing it, and maybe when you see this person, it can be hard. Go to places where you know you will see them, and try to do things that will make you to forget about them. Because if you do it 1 or 2, 3 times, and you notice that you try to go away, once that incident wears away or fades away, it's going to be good. Because mind you, you may decide to leave and go somewhere else. But leaving, you want to change the environment, you have not renewed your mind. You may stay there years, you think that you are forgetting them. Maybe you got into another relationship, you decide to come back. But the moment you come in contact with that person, your ex will notice.
Paul, I don't know about others, Paul.
So I don't have to work on our mind first.
Thank you. When I decide to forget about someone or something, I work on myself first.
Okay, that's individual difference.
Yes,
Yeah.
I work on myself. I make sure that I do everything in my power to erase,
Everything
like
about
yeah,
that
like
person.
totally erase. Like, I cut it off like you never even existed in my life. That's what I do. For me, maybe before I describe you as my ex, the first thing you do, you know what I can do?
No.
I can start trying to hit you. Yeah.
And it worked for you?
It works for me. It worked for me. Trust me, it worked perfectly well. I can try to hit you because the thing is that relationships that end, they hurt people. Who knows? Either the male or the female. For we the females, when we get hurt, some of us, I don't know about the others, but for me, when I'm hurt, anything that hurt me, I develop hatred for it. That's why I'm one person.
That's the best way you can get over.
That's why I'm one person that I can never go back to my ex. Do you know why? Because before I describe you as my ex, I already hate you.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, I hate you with every single drop of my blood. Each time I see my blood burst. Yeah. So it's not really possible that maybe I would say I want to talk to you on a friendly note or I want to go back to you. Like, I already hate you. I don't know about others, but for me, it worked for me.
Okay. Because like I said, individual differences. Now, let me ask this question. Do you think it's like what you said about your friend? Do you think it's wise to use somebody to get over another person, or to use yourself to get over that person?
It's good to use yourself, because the thing is that if you are using someone, like, vengeance game doesn't work in relationship or whatever.
And that person may not always be around.
Thank you.
So I think the best way is to use yourself.
And the thing is that if you just leave another relationship and you don't give yourself time to, you just jump into another one, you are going to be making the greatest mistake of your life. Because that one that you are going is going to be worse than the one you just came from.
And probably you're going to hurt that person, most the person that you're getting, because you have not forgotten about your ex.
You have not totally healed.
You have not gone.
Because the first thing you start want to be doing comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first boyfriend was not like this. It was not like this.
It happens a lot.
Your heart is still there. Your mind is still there.
And then when you see a lot of confusion being in the home, you start comparing your current to your ex.
To your ex.
And things that never used to happen start happening. There will be serious problem until that relationship will scatter. So I think the best thing to do is work on yourself. Don't use another man to get over a woman, or don't use another person to get over somebody. Like I leave let my ex relationship, then I want to use somebody to say, let me get in. Like people can say man medicine a man, woman medicine a woman.
That's not true.
That's not true. That thing, I think, if you want to make your partner jealous,
that's a totally different thing.
Then it works.
Yeah.
But not where you're the person party, you left each other, and then you say, let me go get another relationship to hurt that person. You will be hurting yourself seriously.
You'll be hurting yourself.
Especially when the person was the one that left you and they moved on.
They've moved on.
And you have not moved on. You say, let me go get another beautiful girl. It doesn't matter how beautiful that person you will get can be.
Just forget, there are certain people, they have certain impact on you, Paul.
Yes.
Some people have impact on you that there are certain things that
I experienced that
about them that you just feel that maybe you can never experience with any other person. So it doesn't matter if you have a girlfriend that is more beautiful than your former girlfriend, or a boyfriend that is more handsome than your former boyfriend. Once you have not decided to move on and you brought that person in, it's not going to work. It's not going to help you either.
It reminds me of this scenario that people always use to say, what is this? Well, when you're in a relationship and with somebody, and you're trying to move on from that person, like what we're saying about getting another relationship to make this person jealous. Yeah. And if that's jealousy, like maybe your partner is not paying attention to you, or he or she is doing something, and you want to grab the person's attention. That's where that scenario works, like man medicine, woman medicine,
woman. Yeah.
Because that person will realize that, what they're doing, you're not paying attention to it, but you're focusing your attention on someone, and then it will hold a break if they cherish that relationship.
Of course.
You will hold that break and decide to come back and say, but if I lose this person.
But the thing here is that, Paul, there are some people that they were once upon a time in an abusive relationship. And maybe for one reason or the other, their parents went, or friends went, forcibly took them from there. Maybe they were like, hey, you don't deserve this guy is abusive, leave him. And they take you, or they took you somewhere where maybe they're taking care of you, and maybe you find someone who is different, who is caring, who is loving, even more than your ex. But for the fact that you are still connected to your ex,
to that person, your mind is still on them.
The first thing you are doing there is that you are endangering the life of that person, because there are some very toxic exes that don't even want to live your life no matter what.
No.
Meaning the abusive ones. the ones that feel that they have total control over, they don't want to
over
let
you.
you go. Like wherever they see, they want to embarrass you. My friend had a situation where she and this boy, they got a kid,
Mm-hmm.
and he was kind of very, very abusive to her. So when her mom came from America, her mom took her to her auntie's place. But then for the fact that she was still in love with this guy, she used to creep over night and go.
See that?
Yeah, fortunately for her, she met a guy that just came from the States also.
Mm-hmm.
And he liked her, he was like doing everything for her. But for each time she and this guy goes out and that her ex
X
sees
sees
them,
them.
he starts to fight.
Wow.
So you see, so if she had cut off that
That
relationship
time
with
to
that
get
ex
into
ever
another
since,
one,
it was
would
not
have
going to happen. So that sometimes that's what happens if you are still in connection with your ex. They sometimes serve as an embarrassment for
an
you.
embarrassment, stumbling block to your
Yeah,
current
they serve as
relationship.
embarrassment for you.
And it's almost like what you see when somebody is in love, they definitely don't see the bad thing that's happening.
They don't see it. They won't see
People
it.
that outside will see it. They will
Mm-hmm.
come and tell you, this happening, this happening. And you know, sometimes you listen to the people, you say, that's true. I will confront it. But as soon as you see that person, everything changes. It's almost like you go tell the person, say, this person was saying this about you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you still connected, you're still glued to that person. You're so intimately, everything is still glued to that person. So it doesn't matter what people tell you about them. Saying this person, but sometimes we identify that what the people saying is true.
It's true.
But because you are blinded
By love.
by love that's lost, and you know you will
Okay.
not see it,
Yeah.
and you will stay there. It doesn't matter how many times people talk to you, it will not help. Only yourself will sit
Yeah,
in the
and
past
make up your
and make
mind.
up your mind.
Yeah.
That's
And
how it
another
is.
thing that I want to tell the ladies, there are some ladies that are in a very abusive relationship, and they can be like, they don't want to leave because.
Maybe the person helping them.
Thank you.
Like the only
When I
my
move
only
from
means
here,
of
they be like,
how I
when I
manage.
leave them, how I manage. Or yeah, you may not born all the children. When I leave, I'm carrying all the children. Sister or mother or whoever, that relationship of the children is not yours alone. You won't. I don't think you want to be in a relationship where the man is going to keep beating you in front of their children, disgracing you in front of their children. I don't know how you're going to feel. That is also a bad precedence for your children because they're coming up seeing their father abusing their mother every day, and she's afraid to leave because she doesn't know if she's going to meet someone who's going to take care of her as he is doing now. But that's what hold many people back
Yeah.
from living an abusive relationship.
Mhm.
And that is wrong, Paul. It's totally wrong. Because the thing here is that, like, no man is an island. There is
Definitely,
no man who is
everybody need
absolutely,
each other.
yeah. There is no man who is absolutely right in everything. And don't feel because this man is giving you money, mean that you meet another man is not going to give you money. Also, someone can say you never found someone like me. That's a lie.
And
That's
you
a
know,
total lie.
like our mothers, our elderly people, sometimes they can say, I stay in this relationship with your father because of my
Of
children,
you.
because
Mm-hmm.
of you. That's why I stayed there.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I was not 100% treated well, but there was a reason I decided to stay there. Now, I agree with you one way that, even if you guys have children or you think that when you leave this person, you will not find another person, you should move. Yeah, but sometimes I don't think it's always about you not having somebody to help you. Sometimes, let's take for instance, Lovetee, you're a woman, you have like 5, 6, 7 children with a man, and you're looking at your age. Now you may be young, but let's look at the age. Sometimes these are some of the things that play on people, especially for we men, we never feel old. Men will
Mm-hmm.
never feel old. Men get born 7 children, 10 children by a woman, you can still get a man to leave that woman and go look for another. But for a woman, it's sometimes difficult, it's sometimes hard. So that woman, that one can say woman or women are the ones that keep relationship. That woman will try her best to patch that relationship to make it for it to work because she's looking at her age, looking at what the time she'll be able to find another man and probably born child or children for that man.
Okay.
Yeah, when it comes to bonding, women have limits.
Sure.
Yeah. So I think these are some of the things that plays on their mind. And you know, I got all these children by this man. And look at my age. It's not something about the money. Yeah, we agree the man will be your
Yeah,
help
or
financially.
we agree, Paul.
You
But
know,
the
so
thing here
it's
is
both
that
ways, Lovetee.
must you put your life
No, but
on
the
the line?
abusive one, you got to. I don't encourage any woman to stay in
Mm-hmm.
an
Must
abusive
you put your
relationship.
life on the line?
And you know, I don't encourage any
Must
woman
you?
to stay in an abusive relationship. But other than that abusive relationship, that's some of the reasons you see women will say, "Let me bear it," hoping that he will change one day, hoping that things will get better.
Do you believe that a grown-up man can change?
Yes, Lovetee, why not? You know, sometimes what can make people to come to their senses? when you with this person and you're not really seeing the good that person doing, and sometimes you think when you go to the place you see something better. When you go there, when you get certain bad blast, it doesn't matter how wicked everybody can be. We all have conscience of it. Sometimes we don't admit to it, but it is there. You will sit one day and say, I used to be bad to Lovetee, but Lovetee, when I love, if it were Lovetee, this would have happened, this wouldn't have happened. Every human being has conscience. And that man, if he really, really know that his wife or his fiance is being patient with him, he will hold his break and come back. But some of us just bury our conscience. We bury it.
Okay, then let me bring you back to our point of discussion. You say if the person goes out and they experience worse than they were experiencing when they were with you, they will be like, oh, this was not happening with my former relationship. Why must you put yourself in a position that you want to go back to your former relationship? Why?
Sometimes we do not appreciate what we have.
Until it's gone.
Yeah, sometimes you don't have to go before we appreciate it. Sometimes it can be at the verge of slipping away.
Okay.
And we'll come back. Yeah, sometimes we allow it to go, sometimes we do not allow it to go. Especially when we quickly realize, and everybody has the right to change, and you know.
Okay,
Yeah.
then one more question.
Go ahead.
Why is it that majority of you men, you don't like women that are maybe cool and not outgoing? You leave them maybe for someone of that kind, and when you go and maybe that person does something wrong to you, you want to come back. Why?
No, I don't think it's about we men not liking women that are cool or women that are not outgoing. Everybody, every man or woman have their choice of relationship, kind of person they like.
Okay.
Just sometimes we men, we have that thing they call, I don't know, I should say ego or pride. We just want to be men. We're like,
Do you want to be in authority?
yeah, man hates being controlled. Man want to be in control, but he shouldn't be controlled.
Yeah.
So it's not as if, like, sometimes you can see the women are saying, because I don't make up, I don't do myself like this, so you know. But we men sometimes, especially when our eyes are still out there, when we are just being men, that's how it is. But it's not that because my woman.
Can you tell me more if you say we are just being men?
No,
I
you
want to
drop it
know more.
somewhere. No, it's almost like, let me just take it back to the scenario that I had one time. Almost like when it comes to women cheating, men cheating. And you know, yeah. Sometimes men don't really need reason to cheat. Sometimes, especially for the ones that not really make up their mind to be with their only the partner they just want. Sometimes men just want to, should I say, so like in this movie, Coming to America, the Eddie Murphy father told him, go out, enjoy yourself, go sow your royal oath, and you know, and you come back and marry your bride.
Wow.
So he was simply trying to tell his son to go out and experience the outside world, because since he was born, he had never left Samuda. So it's almost like that. But have you ever heard, I think you're close to your father, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure you must have heard him saying that, oh, we men, it doesn't matter what we do outside, I can't forget about my home or my woman at home.
Yeah.
Because I will not leave my woman for anything. That man may be cheating, may have girlfriends, doing other things, but he will not leave his woman. Because there's certain quality that he admires in her. Though he's being a man outside, you know, expressing, showing his royal oath, you know, according to King Jobber. Yeah, but he will always appreciate that thing that his woman who doesn't like going out have. He will sometimes we don't admit it much. Sometimes, yeah, we can be in love with a woman. We may not tell her I love you every day. Like for me, I'm not the type that can tell my woman that every day.
So how do you express your love?
I can tell her at times, I can express it through these. I can tell her at times, but I'm not the type that every day, like some men, every day to tell a woman I love you, I love you. For me, I don't know how to do it. It does not mean I do not love my woman. I love her, but I'm not that type. And you know, I'm a different person. We all have different temperaments, every human being. And for the star, for us, honor, and you know, we kind of how to express ourselves out. Yeah. But that does not mean I do not love. So that's how it is. Some men will wake up, they will, oh, pamper their wife, oh, you look, you my this, you my that. And you know.
And those are the ones to be afraid of.
That's my point.
Those are the ones to be afraid of.
But some women will judge you because you do not say it to them every day. And I know women like words. They like to be appreciated.
For me, I can tell people that you see love is not in words.
It's in deeds. That's it.
Lord is not in words.
So if you're not giving it in words and not giving it in deeds, that's where the problem comes.
Then there's a problem.
So at least one, but what's it? You know, so everybody is different. That's the issue of it. Everybody is just different. For me, everybody is different.
Yeah, but the thing here is that there are some people
Mhm.
who I'm telling you, there is this girl, no matter what, that girl say she can leave her son pa.
There's a reason. There's a
Like,
reason.
then why do you think people have to separate in the first place?
Oh, they are
Why?
apart, but she don't
Yes,
want to let him go.
yes.
No, then that's a different thing. That's a
Why
different
did
thing.
he leave maybe
Hmm?
the house in the first place?
Okay, then the question should be who was the cause
Even
of
to
her
the
leaving,
extent that
of the
he
relationship
has a
spoiling?
woman that personally lives with him. He has a woman
So
that
who
personally
ended
lives
the
with him.
relationship? Was it her or was it the guy that ended the
It was the
relationship?
guy. It was the guy.
And now she don't want to accept the fact to let the man go.
She can no matter go to the house, she can disturb, she can
No,
fight.
then I wonder, almost like what you said, they showed
She
this
can, yeah,
jealousy,
she
this,
can
that, that.
disturb, she
That's
can
not good.
fight.
That's not
We
good.
agreed the guy even pay her dowry, but then he had to return the dowry. And she said she cannot accept because they
But
have, yeah, they have
can
two
that
kids.
happen? You pay somebody direct and return it?
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
And would the family accept it because you went to
But
the...
you can't force anything, poor.
Okay,
If
Lovetee.
both parties have come to the conclusion that they can no longer stay together, they no longer love each other, you the family
Hmm.
have nothing to do with it. Oh yeah, you can return the
Okay.
dowry.
All
Yeah.
right. Wow. But above all else, the thing about keeping tabs with your ex, I think it's not really necessary. We should try to, avoid that, especially knowing that,
Except where you still want that person back. And whatever
yeah,
connection you are keeping with them is with the sole intention of getting them back.
getting them back. Then meaning you should not pretend to the other person waste their time. Just sit by yourself and wait and keep trying to get that person back. But you should not get into another relationship and then you want to hurt that person because you'll be hurting that person the most. The love they deserve, you will not give it to them. You always want to take that time to be chasing after your ex and trying to impress him or her. Like when you sometimes like this song is saying, I should have bought you flowers. I should have hold your hand, take you out to places. So maybe you are in a relationship, you're not doing all that to your partner, and the person left you, and you realize that the person that they are with doing all that, and you say, "Oh, I should have done this." Now you want to do it, but it's late.
It's late.
That's what the
And
point of not
those
letting go become
those
is.
are the kind of exes that don't want to let you go.
Let
The
go.
ones that are living with regrets.
Yeah, they think that they still have time to make up for the wrongs they did.
And there are some people like people like me. Once my mind is made up, it is made up. There are some people like that. When they are into you like 100%. But when their mind is made up or their head is turned has been turned another way,
Mhm.
there is nothing you can do to get them back.
So would you trust your ex that broke up with you guys broke up and the person changed or they claim that they changed and they tried getting you back doing everything to make you feel satisfied and you see him reason you say I think the person changed. Would you if that coming now if and only if quote unquote you desire to get back in relationship with that person, let's assume you say okay, let me give him a chance. And maybe the person you're with, you say, no, I'm going back to my ex. Well, some people can say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm going back to my ex.
I'm going to my children back.
Thank you. And you come back. Would you trust that person 100%? That they will not do what they did to you? Would you really trust them?
If you're going back to them, I don't know, maybe I should say unconditional love or what kind of love. But it's not possible that you be in a relationship but you not trust the person. Because for me,
Mm-hmm.
I won't trust you anymore.
You won't trust a person like
No,
before.
I won't trust you like before. I won't trust you like before. So then there's no need of us even being in a relationship if I don't trust you like how partners should trust each other. There is no need.
I think because the thing about trust, when it is broken,
It can never be repaired. It's,
it will not go back to the way it used to be.
Mhm.
Trust me. You will do everything. There will always be that little space in the person's mind to remind them. It doesn't matter what you do, that oh, he might do the same thing or she might
Do
do
this.
the same thing. This is why I like this movie they call The Diary of a Mad Black Woman. It was done by Tyler Perry.
Okay.
It's a nice black American. Yeah, and this girl Gabriella was Kimberly was married to this guy who had money and everything, and he made a girl couldn't do anything. Only him. She never knew how to make business, how to work, but she loved him so much. Not knowing he had another woman outside, had kids with that person. Until when he got his big break, he took his wife out. It was right after that day the drama started. He treated her, he decided to leave her. It was hard for her to let go. She decided to go, he pulled her out. But he went, he had an accident, you know, when we were in, and because he was still married, she came back to take care of her husband. She
Wow.
took care of him,
What a
made
wife.
him to believe that she still loved him, and
What a
he was
wife.
so glued back to her, thinking that he has gotten his wife. But after he got to himself, she told him, say, "I'm sorry, I gotta go to find my happiness," and she left him. Yeah. So I mean, above all of this, it's just not good to keep that close tie with your ex. I think that's the whole thing. If you want to move on, you have decided to move on with your current partner, please limit the close contact with your ex. You guys shouldn't be enemies, but you guys should not
Shouldn't be
be
friends
best
either.
of friends, like every time on the phone talking this, that, and why you get a partner with you. No, 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 no.
Yeah,
That's
because it threatens your present
Yeah,
relationship.
it makes the other person to feel less
Insecure,
important.
like less important.
Yeah. So
And I will tell you that anyone or any relationship that didn't work out as partners is definitely not going to work out as best friends.
definitely.
It
And most
won't
of the
work
time,
out as
always
best
end up
friends.
the negative way. Yeah,
Mhm.
one person always end up being hurt.
Yeah, that's why you see some people they go back together, they break up, go back together, they break up because it's not working.
It's not working.
It's not working, and the sooner you see that,
It's better for you.
and the faster you move on with your life.
Because you think that the person was, without them I cannot do this, I cannot live, I cannot move on. That's a lie.
That's the wrong thing.
As if the person was not meant for you, they was not meant for you. You will see
Well,
somebody that you will love and you say, but why was I wasting my time? So everything is
Yeah,
just
so
about
that
time.
idea of sticking to somebody, if I leave this person, how am I going to be? Yeah,
It's just about time.
it's not working. Like, it doesn't make sense that no man is
Simeon
way
J. Dose,
more.
he strongly disagree. Why do you disagree with Simeon? We don't have much time. You disagree with keeping ties? Meaning it's necessary to keep ties? Is that what you're trying to say, Simeon? Well, I don't know. He said he strongly disagree, but it's so sad that we don't have much time, Simeon. Yeah, but it's not necessary to keep that strong tie. So if that's why you disagree with it, I don't know. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Why should you keep ties?
If
I
they
don't
say you
keep ties.
disagree.
I don't. I'm not that kind of person. For me, when we are not together, you see me, you know straight that like we don't have it like up
like
to here.
that, yeah.
Mhm.
But hello is there, and you
No,
know.
like hey, what's
So what
up?
if tomorrow you see the person in a position of helping them? Will you help them?
No, if I can help you, fine. Why not?
Okay.
I can help you.
I think
Like
that's
I
so.
said, we are not enemies, right?
That's why people
But
can
we are
look at it
not
and say,
best friends either.
yeah, we don't know tomorrow. That's why they can keep that little 1%.
Yeah.
And you know that in case you need the person help or the person needs your help, that's what it's
Yeah.
about. That's it.
That's
But that doesn't mean you should take the 1% and make it 90, 80, 70. No. Thank you. So we had so much fun. We're out of time. So
Yeah.
Lovetee, any final word from you before we wrap it up?
Yeah, again, as I said earlier, do not keep ties with your ex while in your present relationship. It's dangerous, it threatens your relationship,
Yeah.
it creates insecurities for your relationship, it makes your partner feel insecure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was good having you. The discussion was great, it was nice, and we hope to see you next week, Thursday, as we come up with another great topic.
Thank you very much, Lovetee. Like she said, we had a wonderful time discussing about keeping ties with your ex, and we meet here every Thursday from 5 to 6 p.m. to discuss interesting topics on the program. Let's talk about life. Okay, we discuss things about life. So next week, Thursday, we will be here to talk about life. Come up with another interesting topic. Now, like I said, you, the viewers, have the opportunity to send in your topic of discussion that you want us to discuss. Okay. You can go to Facebook. We have our Facebook page. Let's talk about life. Go there, leave your comment. If you have any topic you want us to discuss, we'll be glad to look at it and discuss it. All right. So, if you missed the live show, you can go to KMTV page on Facebook and watch it. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel, KMTV Live Area. Until I see you, or until we see you next week, Thursday, my name is Paul Allen Weir, and this is
Lovetee Waynawhere.
God bless you guys. Have yourselves a wonderful time. Bye bye for now and see you next Thursday.
Thursday.